How did you first get introduced to Lori Harvey? Was it through her very much public 2020 relationship with Michael B. Jordan? Or rather via Meek Mill obnoxiously shouting that he had her on his wish list? Either way, Lori has since been a force to be reckoned with. Her name has been buzzing all over the media, but not because of what you may think, especially having such a highly prolific father like the one and only Steve Harvey. She may be a model, entrepreneur, and all that other fancy stuff, but it seems as though Lori's peculiar, or not, rise to fame has heightened thanks to her ongoing rotation of men's she's been linked to. From serial baby daddy Future to a potential daddy-son union, Lori Harvey surely understands how the game works, and perhaps it's all thanks to her mama showing her the way. I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. We knew once Meek Mill dropped that verse in his 2018 song Going Bad, it would have everybody, especially the industry's dustiest of rappers, wondering what was a Lori Harvey. Well, look no further, because with due time, it seemed as though Lori was everywhere and anywhere there was a camera. And whichever A-list black band was currently the moment. You might have thought Lori was just another IG model who hit the fame and looks jackpot. Which, yes and yes. However, she isn't just any old model. Even the term IG model is too simple to describe Miss Harvey's resume. Don't let the music video cameos, Normani's motivation, for example, or pop-up appearances fool you from her actual capabilities. Lori isn't new to this. She's true to this, both in modeling and in the dating pool. Hitting the runway for high fashion brands like Dolce & Gabbana, Chanel, Calvin Klein, and more. The daughter of none other than comedian, actor, TV host, all-around businessman, and everyone's favorite TV uncle, Steve Harvey, and his wife, Marjorie. Being the daughter of a famous mogul definitely comes with its perks, but it's no easy task. Well, except for all the coins to come with it. Her sudden popularity doesn't necessarily have much to do with being the daughter of a famous comedian, but more so the array of famous romances she's been linked to since 2016. Aside from her famous father, Lori didn't become popular solely due to her dad, but rather from Meek Mill unprovokedly shouting out a then 21-year-old Lori in a 2018 verse, where he rapped, "I got Lori Harvey on my wish list," prompting others to pull out their Inspector Gadget gear in the hopes of figuring out who she was and why she had Meek fiending like this. Nevertheless, we begin to see Lori linked to more men in the industry than the amount of modeling gigs she'd been booking. By that point, she was becoming known as Steve Harvey's daughter, who was out here in her city girl era living her best life. Her most notable and infamous being with the rapper Future. Yes, Sierra's unfortunate baby daddy, for about 6 months publicly. Linked since late 2018-2019, despite Future's long history of impregnating women left and right as if his life depended on it, Lori was feeling extremely froggy and thought she'd see what he was really about. But of course, when they took the relationship public, folks didn't know exactly how to feel about it. Out of all men? Really? Well, Lori was clearly having a blast. All the nice luxury vacations and birthday trips, the people's vote was that Lori may just be the one to break Future's heart, and a crazy turn of events since Future Sr. was out here acting like he was in love. Or maybe it was all for show, since after all, Lori was now a hot commodity, all thanks to a verse in a song. During their on-off fling, Lori had also been linked to Trey Songz, NASCAR driver Lewis Hamilton, Diddy's son Justin Combs, and even Diddy himself, that she'd reportedly denied despite them pics looking a little too close for comfort. And now here she was tied to one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, Michael B. Jordan. As you'd expect, this had the girls hot. After his performance in the 2018 Marvel film Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan became a major force in the acting industry. He was hot in demand and sought after by many. He was even chosen as the sexiest man alive by People magazine in 2020. So when he popped up on his IG with a video of Lori Harvey, needless to say, his fans were not here for it. According to the Backlash, the relationship off rip felt forced, a PR stunt even. At least on Lori's end, and perhaps this was her way of climbing up the social ladder. Whichever it may be, Michael drowned out the noise and was not here for y'all dragging his new lady, no matter how many videos she posts of herself staring seductively into her phone's front camera as she kissed MB in a pool. Forget the naysayers. Lori's relationship with Michael lasted longer than anyone had betted on. Mike even achieved something that many of Lori's lovers can't say they've done: met her parents. A year in, Michael was practically a part of the Harvey family, and Lori got the chance to achieve a few things before her relationship with Michael was up. Establishing her own skincare line, Skin by LH, in October of 2022. Mike played his role as supportive BF, but supposedly trouble was brewing in paradise, and all those couple goals commenters were left feeling suckered after disparaging info regarding Lori and Mike's relationship surfaced. It was cute on paper, but it just couldn't hold up in the real world, and in June of 2022, Maury called it quits. Immediately, rumors began to fly, and the people were wondering what happened. Not too long after the fact, all traces of Lori were completely wiped from Michael's socials, and the fanboys were on the prowl, ready to attack her, giving the perception that she was the one who had broke old Killmonger's heart. But not so fast, because according to Lori, infidelity may have played a part in why she decided to throw in the towel on their relationship. Allegedly, Michael had been creeping around with his ex of limited color, and Lori caught wind. Doesn't help that Michael was caught liking his ex's photos as well as a few others right after the news of their split came about. According to the women, Lori was never truly Michael's type anyways. We still remember that yacht picture of you partying it up with those girls in Italy, Mike. We don't know exactly what Lori did, but Michael has been shading her ever since. A pass around, or a lady who understands her power and is exercising her options? This seems to be the ever-going debatable topic surrounding Lori Harvey's dating life. Lest we forget who her daddy is. The same man who wrote the best-selling book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, which is exactly what Lori seems to be practicing. We wouldn't be surprised if she read a page a day as a part of her morning routine. Dating high-profile men, one man at a time wouldn't necessarily be classified as a pass-around, would it? Some may even call it smart. After all, that is how her mother, Marjorie Harvey, got Steve to pop the big question in 2007, isn't it? We really supposed to believe that story of Marjorie showing up late to one of Steve's stand-ups and just so happened to catch his attention? I mean, whatever you say, Lady Heroine, but that's a different video for a different day. Lori Harvey's controversial rise to fame honestly isn't all that controversial when you really think about it. Women using men as a come-up is no new phenomenon. In fact, it's the oldest game in the book. Maybe not her daddy's book, but you know. Being the stepdaughter to a millionaire gives every ounce of nepotism, baby, and perhaps that's what all of this really is. What we do know, however, is that Lori's ambitiousness and quiet nature leaves her to be a mystery to many, and perhaps that's why she got the girls and guys in such a frenzy. As of 2023, she's currently linked to Snowfall's Damson Idris, and well, you'll just have to stay tuned to see how that goes. How do you feel about Lori Harvey's sudden rise to fame? Do you think she's an actual pass-around? Or do you think she's doing what anyone in their 20s would do, just in the public eye? Let us know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.